He's home. He's home. Julian Assange is home. His arduous journey, his 12 years of being away from his friends and family members, he's finally home. I never thought we'd see this day. And to Julian Assange, if you're watching this, and the off chance that you are, enjoy life. Be at peace. You got a long road to recovery, and you got a lot of people cheering you on. We do want to hear your voice again, buddy, but you come back at us when you're strong and on point. I want to play this video, or not this video. I'll pull up this article here. It's from RT, just to trigger the libs, because I like triggering the libs. So first, let's start off with the beginning. Assange arrives at U.S. court. So WikiLeaks co-founder Julian Assange has arrived at a U.S. court in the Northern Mariana Islands, where he has agreed to plead guilty to a single espionage charge in exchange for his freedom. Now, I'm not a fan of this. This sets a dangerous precedent, but he's free. Assange walked into the United States District Court for the Northern Mariana Islands in Saipan more than 24 hours after he left the UK aboard a charter flight following his release from London's Belmarsh prison. Dressed in a black suit, Assange did not respond to questions from the press as he passed through a metal detector and into a glass-fronted court building. He was accompanied inside by Australia's former Prime Minister and current ambassador to the U.S., Kevin Rudd. Let's go ahead and play this video.
Exciting part of today. Mr. Assange, any comment?
Julian, how are you feeling?
You prefer the weather here to London?
That's a dumb question by that press. Do you prefer the weather over here over London? I'm pretty sure the manager's happy to be out of the prison, okay? Doesn't matter where he's at. He's not behind bars. That was a dumb question. Do you prefer the weather over here than in London? Duh. Sometimes I look at the press and I just got to wonder, is anyone even serious anymore? Do you like the weather over here? Stupid.
Mr. Assange, any comment to your supporters out there?
So let's go ahead and pull up this. This is the press conference that took place. This is from Stella Assange's account. Let's play it.
Barry Pollock, criminal defense lawyer for Julian Assange. The prosecution of Julian Assange is unprecedented. In the 100 years of the Espionage Act, it has never been used by the United States to pursue a publisher, a journalist like Mr. Assange. Mr. Assange revealed truthful, important, and newsworthy information, including revealing that the United States had committed war crimes. And he has suffered tremendously in his fight for free speech, for freedom of the press, and to ensure that the American public and the world community gets truthful and important, newsworthy information. We firmly believe that Mr. Assange never should have been charged under the Espionage Act and engaged in exercise that journalists engage in every day, and we're thankful that they do. It is appropriate, though, for this fight to end, and it is appropriate for the judge, as she did today, to determine that no additional incarceration of Mr. Assange would be fair, would be appropriate, and it is time for him to be reunited with his family. Mr. Assange is grateful for all of the support that he has received and looks forward to reuniting with his wife and his children and getting back home to Australia. Thank you.
Mr. Polk, is Mr. Assange going to come out and make any statements at all, or be available for a question?
Mr. Assange will not be taking statements. When we conclude here, we'll go back inside and we'll leave with Mr. Assange, but he will not be taking questions.
What does this mean for the future of WikiLeaks and the work that WikiLeaks is doing?
WikiLeaks' work will continue, and Mr. Assange, I have no doubt, will be a continuing force for freedom of speech and transparency in government. He is a powerful voice and a voice that cannot and should not be silenced.
Can you speak more about the choice of Saipan as the venue for this?
Because his supposed crime occurred entirely outside of the United States, whatever district is the first district that he enters is the appropriate district for him to be prosecuted. By agreement with the government, we decided that this was an appropriate venue. It is closest to Australia. It allowed us to come in, allowed Mr. Assange to walk out a free man, and to quickly get back to his family in Australia.
You said that this was happening for years.
Does it try to chilling precedent today by Mr. Assange pleading guilty for other journalists that might be suing national security?
What sends a chilling precedent is the prosecution. The fact that the United States elected to charge Mr. Assange with violating the Espionage Act. The court today determined that no harm was caused by Mr. Assange's publications. We know that they were newsworthy. We know that they were quoted by every major media outlet on the planet. And we know that they revealed important information. That is called journalism. The United States prosecuted that. They exposed Mr. Assange to 175 years in prison. That is what has a chilling effect. Today, a decision that it's time for Mr. Assange to go home, that doesn't have a chilling effect. The chilling effect is the United States pursuing journalism as a crime. I hope this is the first and last time that ever occurs.
Sorry, buddy. That's not the case at all. I want to pull up this other video here of Assange walking out of the, courtroom. First time now as a free man.
How does it feel to be a free man, Mr. Assange?
Anything about the body of your minister? Body of your minister.
What's your message to the press?
Body of your minister.
Something did take place in the courtroom, though, and I want to keep my composure about this. But this is absolutely beautiful to see. So this is what the judge had to say in regards towards Julian Assange as the court was wrapping things up. With this pronouncement, it appears you'll be able to walk out, of this courtroom a free man. I hope there will be some peace restored. Some peace restored. And as you should. Now there is some peace you need to restore with yourself when you walk out and pursue your life as a free man. Assange appeared to be a little bit emotional, and the judge nodded and said, or she said, he nods and she says, the judge, it appears that this case ends with me here in Saipan. Julian Assange had supporters come up to him in the court. One thanked him and asked him to sign a book. I couldn't see the title, but the inscription read, "With love." Final little document right here. The court is adjourned. Julian Assange tightens his tie, holds his glasses in his hand as Judge Magnola goes through some final formalities. With that, Mr. Assange, it's apparently an early happy birthday to you. I understand your birthday is next week. I hope you will start your new life in a positive manner. And the court was adjourned. But why not end it on a happier note?
Sorry, Jeremy, I need to interrupt you. We now have live feeds basically of Julian stepping out of the plane in Canberra.
Oh, please, let's see it.
Oh, it's such a...
Well done,
he's walking on the tarmac. I don't know. He's waving to the crowd. It's such a joyous moment. I'm not sure you can see it, but believe me, this is such an emotional moment. He is looking so great. Just
I saw pictures of me. It looked a lot better than last time I saw one.
well, if you think that I have maybe backtracked a few years, I can tell you that he's looking a lot better than inside Belmarsh prison. It's such a great moment. He's clencing his fists and waving to the crowd. What a great moment in history to witness and be a part of it, Jeremy. And thank you. I mean,
No, that's nice.
we should all be.
I'm just getting it on my phone now. Wow.
He is meeting Stella now. Oh my God. Kissing Stella. You know, this is, my God. And John Shipton is there, his father, you know, reuniting with the family. What a great moment, Jeremy, to be watching this. This is something we've been fighting for, waiting for. Absolutely fantastic. It is. It's, oh my God, it's hard not to be emotional under these circumstances, Jeremy. I hope you appreciate that.
Absolutely.
It's been something we've been waiting for a very long time.
Oh, that's amazing.
Isn't it? My God.
Wow. Yeah, what a day.
What a good day indeed. But the fight's not over, folks.
Today, we celebrate Julian's freedom. Today is the day that the plea deal was approved by the judge. I think it's also a day where I hope journalists and editors and publishers everywhere realize the danger of the of this U.S. case against Julian that criminalizes, that has secured a conviction for news gathering and publishing information that was in the public interest, that was true, that the public deserved to know. And that precedent now can and will be used in the future against the rest of the press. So it is in the interest of all of the press to seek for this current state of affairs to change through reform of the Espionage Act, through increased press protections, and yes, eventually, when the time comes, not today, a pardon.
We should celebrate this. It's a good day that Assange is free. However, I think it's very wrong of us to ask him to come back to work right away. He needs a long road to recovery. And I'm including the time of him being in the Ecuadorian embassy. That's 12 years. 12 years away from having any kind of real, meaningful connection with people. And the fact for 5 years he's in the Belmarsh maximum security prison in solidarity confinement. That's not good. He has a difficult, arduous task to get back to the person he once was. I'm pretty sure his senses are in overdrive, and he has to learn to walk again, to be who he was once again. But he's finally free, and next week is going to be his birthday. Happy birthday, Julian Assange, from all of us here at Hardlands Media and from around the world. I know it's a week in advance, but this is your day. This is your week, and the whole world is with you. You get a chance to live your life again and to be with everybody that has been fighting for you. But this fight isn't over. I don't like the fact that he had to plead guilty, but I understand why things took, or why things happened the way they happened. He is somebody who's gone through far, far too much. Hell, I know for a fact I wouldn't last 1 second in comparison to what Julian Assange went through. But he is a hero, and he's finally going home. Hell, he is home. I never thought I'd see the day, but I think we can all take comfort with the fact that, yes, some good things can happen. We just got to keep on fighting. There is a better future. Now, I'm not expecting Julian Assange to boot up and suit up right away. That means it's up to us to be ready to hold the line. And when he's ready, he'll join us again. Until then, folks, some good news, right? Some good news. What a day it would be when we tell nothing but good news. Then what's the point of having Hard Lens Media then if it's nothing but good things happening? I think that's a future worth seeing. I'd like to see it. Someday. It just won't be today.